All right, guys, we're out here at Mr. Reamer's house today in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, out on Pleasant Point Lane specifically. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be attempting to repair a shingle that was prescribed in the initial repair scope as a wind damaged shingle. What we've got here is the one of the many shingles that was deemed to be wind damaged, outlined in chalk. We've obviously got the clear wind creasing across the entirety of the shingle. It is completely unsealed. That is the shingle that we will be attempting to remove and replace. Now, in order to successfully complete this repair, we're going to have to slightly manipulate a number of shingles in 2 rows above the shingle prescribed in the repair. So what I've done, just to make it easier with viewing purposes, I have labeled the 4 separate shingles, shingle 1, 2, 3, and 4, that'll need to be slightly manipulated in order to access the nails and remove those so that we can remove the wind damaged shingle and complete this repair. Okay, couple things I want to mention before we get going here. I am going to use extreme caution while performing this repair as to not create any further damage to shingles 1, 2, 3, or 4 that were not prescribed in the original repair scope. Okay, we did take some before photos as well. Shingles 1, 2, 3, and 4, there is at this time no creasing present, and we are not seeing any signs on the outside of the shingle that they would be wind damaged. So hopefully when we do this repair, they will look the same afterwards. Okay, now whenever I unseal shingles 1, 2, 3, and 4 in order to locate the nail heads and remove those, it's very important. I'm only going to be manipulating or lifting those shingles the absolute least amount possible in order to successfully complete the repair. Typically between 10 and 15 degrees is really all I should need to lift these shingles up in order to remove those nail heads. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started with unsealing shingle 1 here. Another thing I'm going to do as I unseal these shingles is going to place my hand atop the shingle to give it a little more stability, because I know you guys can't feel them or see them in person from the video, but these shingles are extremely brittle, and so I do not want to create any damage simply from unsealing that shingle. Shingle 1, we're good. Move on to shingle 2. All right, shingle 2 is good. Up to 3. Righty, and over to 4. Alrighty, successfully got all of those shingles unsealed. We'll now start by locating the nail heads in shingle 1 so that we can remove those. And I'm sure you couldn't hear it or see it from that video, but literally just from lifting this shingle 5 to 10 degrees, if you can see, I mean, I barely put a finger on the shingle and this tab has become completely delaminated, lost its seal entirely, and undoubtedly will probably be flopping in the wind during the next windstorm. So I just want to notate that. We do have our first nail here to start with. And as you can see, I'm specifically placing my hand underneath the shingle while I'm removing this nail, just to show that I am using extreme caution. Another one here, and again, simply just from lifting this 5 degrees or so, second tab has become completely delaminated. Got that guy out, move along. Third one here. Alrighty. One more here again. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't show you the condition these shingles are in. They are just completely delaminating and coming apart pretty much as soon as they are lifted and unsealed. I believe that's our last one there for shingle 1. We'll go ahead and move along to shingle 2. We got one we'll need to take out for shingle 2, and again, same thing. Extreme caution's being used, and each one of these tabs are just completely losing any type of bond or seal prior to any bond or seal that they had prior to us beginning this repair attempt. So that is very concerning in relation to trying to perform a repair successfully without incurring additional damage. We've got all the nail heads out of shingles 1 and 2. Now we're going to move up to the second row, which is shingles 3 and 4. And again, I mean, I can hear it. I'm sure you can't hear it on the video, but literally all it takes is lifting this shingle about 5 degrees, and look at this. I mean, it's just crumbling essentially as far as any type of bond from the most minor manipulation. And okay, so I'm gonna need you to come down here so that you can see this on the video. If you want to hand it to me, I can actually show them. All right, I'm gonna flip this right around here. Now what I just did, this is shingle 3 that we have here. What I just did was locate the nail that was right here. That's the nail that was just removed. And I want to show you, just from removing that nail, this shingle, these tabs have become completely delaminated. Now keep in mind, this shingle was not delaminated whatsoever, not in the slightest, before performing this repair. And literally just from removing one nail head, it has become completely delaminated from the original shingle. and that was caused by the very, very careful and minor manipulation to remove that nail head. I want to keep in mind that specific shingle that I'm speaking of is actually shingle 1 that has become completely delaminated from 5 to 10 degrees of manipulation. Shingle 1 is a shingle that was not prescribed in the repair. And I'm gonna hand this camera back around. I point that out because we know now we have caused damage to shingles that weren't prescribed in the original repair, i.e. being shingle 1. But for the purposes of the video, again, tab on shingle 3 from about 5 degrees of manipulation. And actually, not sure if you have the best angle, but this last tab here, literally from 5 degrees, you can already see it starting to pop and come delaminated and losing its function. Like I said, we'll continue on. Wow. I mean, this is, we're about there, so I'm gonna continue on, but I mean, this is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to complete this repair. I mean, so this is a shingle not prescribed in the repair that has essentially become almost 100% delaminated. Again, that tab, you can hear it pop as soon as you hit that about 5 to 10 degree mark. Completely losing its seal there. We've got one more nail to get out of here, which I'm gonna go ahead and get that undone.
Wow.
Wow. So, okay.
I think the point's been made.
All right, so again, this is what has occurred from literally, we haven't even got to the point of being able to slide the damaged shingle out and slide a new one in order to get new nails in there. I want to keep in mind the amount of manipulation that needs to take place in order to successfully get the nails back under a new shingle is going to be significantly more than the 5 to 10 degrees it took me to locate the nails and remove the nails. I mean, we have multiple shingles that have incurred a significant amount of damage that was not prescribed in the repair. Typically, I'd continue on and go through the whole process, but this is bad. As a licensed general contractor in good faith to this homeowner, there is just no shot of being able to perform a repair with the condition that these shingles are in. With that being said, with the additional damage that we've already caused by trying to complete this repair, I'm gonna stop this repair attempt. I think it's more than evident to everybody that a repair, even when using extreme caution and only lifting the shingles as much as absolutely necessary and no more, you can't do a repair on this roof. These shingles are toast. We'll go ahead, we'll get this video sent off. I'm gonna put up a tarp in this area just so that we protect the homeowner from any further damage, and we look forward to hearing back from you and getting this situated, getting this handled for our mutual customer. Thank you guys.